For
Register of Wills, Robin Goodnow.
Is it Robin? Yeah,
Robin
Goodnow.
Goodnow. Okay. For Treasurer, Sherry Labs. For Clerk of Courts, Jeff Hall Gale. For Coroner, Chuck Stockert. Also with us is the former Clerk of Courts, Mary Smithson.
Yep. Okay. So after the acknowledgments, it's like you're reading
At the end.
and then your assignment sheet in class. You're still pretty buff there, boy.
Don't tell anybody.
What? That you're buff?
Yeah. So this is the chaplain's front and back.
I am 75 years old.
Oh my
I say
goodness!
whatever
Wow.
I want to
Good.
whoever I want.
Good for you.
Because I earned that right by living this long.
You had. Okay, good. Okay, so this will go right after this. Special
Right.
acknowledgments. So this will be 12A. So we'll do all this stuff, and then we'll do this, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now, the family may not want to go eat. They may choose to come up and get their picture taken before.
Okay.
But if they don't move, and I'll talk to Dave, I'll come and address you and let you know.
Yeah.
Don't address the family, just start at the third row or
Right.
whatever.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. The motorcade will be arriving shortly. If you want to go to the outside and see it arrive or hang out in the lobby, you're welcome to stay seated, but I think you might want to see this motorcade. Sorry, everyone, they haven't left the airport. I'll let you know as soon as I hear that.
Are you emceeing it? That's the way it should be.
Well, yes, but it was the last minute. I'm like, whoa. And the mayor just asked me if I could help. And then he had someone call me, and I was like, yeah, whatever you need. And he goes, you're going to be the mastermind. Okay, whatever. Hey, how you doing? Yes, sir.
He's a friend of Dave's. Grew up together with him.
All right.
Is it all right with him because he's not good by himself?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. So it'll be fine, but I was just, at first I'm like, well, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And they say, give me master of ceremonies. I go, if you need someone, yeah, we need someone. Okay. Can you bring cadets? And the problem is, we have cadets, it's Monday afternoon, by the time we get to this deal.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, tomorrow, how many cadets can we have in uniform? And they have inspection on Wednesday. So I was just like, we'll get as many.
Ceremony coming up too.
I know, and May 11th is coming up, so we got a lot of things going on. So the master sergeant goes, why'd you say yes? I go, it's a fault. It's a fault. He's a great American. He's a great American.
Yeah.
He's a great American. I know about him, I read about him, like, man.
This is how much extra I give him credit for. You know why? Although he's Army, he served a little time in recon, so.
Hey, I was Army.
Sorry to hear that.
I thought that, but I'm not saying a word about that. I'm like, hey, good for him. Good for him. Way to be a soldier.
Yeah. I told him that in the beginning I thought you were trying to beat me as far as body parts. And no, I'm not even close to him.
7 balls.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
I was like, you've got to be kidding me, man.
I'm a very lucky man. Very lucky. Somebody was looking out for him.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt.
Because he should have been dead a couple times.
Not only luck, which is, preparation and opportunity meeting, but he also, his heart put more into it.
Yeah. I did over the weekend. It's a big Ukrainian area in the upper northeast, Jenkintown, with the church itself.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they went and they have an organization that buys homes. They rehab them. And because of the medical care is very good here in Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
they bring the soldiers here
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then after they leave the hospital, they put them in these homes for rehab.
I didn't know.
Yeah, and I saw just a young kid. It reminded me when I was drafted. We were all young kids.
Yeah, that's all we were.
Yeah. He's missing right foot. His left leg is messed up. He's in a wheelchair. And two of the other guys, they put three in a house. Both of them lost their left arms. One lost his leg. It's just,
Let me tell you,
and I say to myself, 2023, there shouldn't be one-on-one combat anymore. It should be history. It should be over and done.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't get me started.
Unfortunately, yeah, I was going to tell you, don't get me started because unfortunately, a lot of congressmen have put in their foot in. Now we can't.
I know.
You know how you say, ladies, you can't call them that.
No.
It's tough.
Planetary. No. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm looking. I'm like, what is that?
I know.
And it says Bucks County Prothonotary.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
All right.
Yep.
Congratulations. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. It actually is an honor. I love
What
it.
is it? I have no idea.
So it's like I'm the clerk of courts for the civil side. So
Okay.
we prepare all the paperwork and files for the judges for
Okay.
any like civil lawsuits. So car accidents, medical malpractice, we do divorces, we
Really?
do all the paperwork. So
That sounds like a lot of work.
yeah, it's more than I don't know what I thought it was going to be because you know the word. You're like, what could this be? So that's what
Prothonotary. Well, congratulations. Now, you're from this area.
I am.
Born and
I grew up
raised here.
Yep.
Okay.
Born
And
and raised
you
here.
went to school.
So I actually went to school in New Jersey, but all my brothers and sisters went to school at Council Rock.
Oh,
And
okay.
my kids went to Council Rock North.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
How about you? Are you from here?
No.
No.
My
Where are you from?
well, we've lived here now for almost 20 years. But prior to that, I was
Another 20 will be from here.
another 20 years.
Yeah.
But my family's from Detroit originally. Enlisted in the Navy, bounced around, met my wife in Washington D.C. We got married. She was in active duty. Followed her for a while. So we've been here. We live in Wayne, Pennsylvania.
Okay. I went to Villanova.
Oh,
so
okay.
I know Wayne.
Yeah, you know Wayne. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. 15 minutes till arrival. You want to line up outside if you want.
If you want. That's all right. So Colleen Christensen is going to talk about her dad.
Kristen.
Colleen Christian will talk about her dad. And then I'm going to do Dee Girolamo.
Yep.
And then I'll say, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce the Honorable Brian Fitzpatrick, our representative of the United States Congress.
perfect.
And then I'll come up.
Okay.
All right. Sound good? Correct.
He's gonna come up.
So what's going to happen is, Captain Christian's here, his wife Peggy, and the family, and then the mayor's going to come up, he's going to say a few things, and he's supposed to say, you're out in master ceremony, and that's it. That's it. And then we're going to kick it and go.
He's still colonel, right?
Yes.
Is it Marine Corps colonel? Okay. The official, so I don't want to say that wrong.
Yeah. And his last name is pronounced
The guest of honor sitting.
I think he's going to be sitting next to his daughter, I think.
Did you see my guest book anywhere?
No, do you have, there's a question, wait 1 second. Where will David?
He's going to sit during right here.
I was right, there you go, mark that down, I was right. Good luck. I know, it's kind of tough. Stand back, just go like that. That's fine, that's fine.
Please welcome Captain wherever you want. Diane, where do you want him? Captain, come up with your wife, please. I see you have the general with you today. Would you please all welcome Captain Dave Christian today? It's been honored, and I'm so humbled, Dave, to welcome you here into Bensalem on this incredible day that you've been through last evening and here and be into the Hall of Fame, the Army Hall of Fame. It's incredible. Would you please give him an incredible round of applause? I'll call you Dave, okay? You can call me Joe, okay? None of this be possible without your family that's here, and certainly Peg has been on your side for all these years and been a big part of your life and all your family. And God bless all of you that had such a great hero in your lives, because he's a hero in all of our lives here. And if you ever read the story, and I hope you do read the story, most of it is in the pamphlet that you got today, so I hope you'll read that. There's not enough words to say how we feel, and to know that one of our own here in Bucks County has been all through that, and just with such honor, and be able to be put into the Hall of Fame like that. That's incredible. And we're so proud of you, and I don't know what else to say to you except we love you. And I mean that from all of our hearts here in Bensalem. And it's a great day. I hope you had a good ride down 95. You can thank our great police officers for all of that. They did a great job. And if you notice, the Philadelphia police were also there, and they can do their job when they're in Bensalem. So that's a great thing for all of us. But David, and I told you when I greeted you out there, you brought tears to my eyes. Known you for a long, long time, and you have a lot of work to do yet. I know you're involved in so many things, and now with getting all of these veterans to work out up there, it's incredible. Another journey that you're on, and you've been successful. Yes, give him a big round of applause for that, because I don't know if all of you know that he's gone. Well, and to the family, really, all of you, you've lived through it, you understand it. A lot of people don't. Our veterans are so important to us. This building that you're standing in is named after the veterans of all wars. So we understand it here in Bensalem. And we want to make sure that you lead the way to our veterans here in Bucks County, to give them the recognition and our gratitude that they deserve. So it's very important to all of us of the work that you can continue to do. So Captain, I'm very pleased. We're going to have an agenda here today. I think you'll be pleased by some of our speakers and the people here that mean so much to you, and they mean so much here in Bensalem to me. This is quite an honor for us here, and I know we have some of our council members, but they'll introduce later. But you're here. Enjoy your day. I'm going to bring up now Marine Corporal Colonel John Church, who is going to run the program, be our MC. And John, come on up.
Thank you very much. Please take your seats. So we'd like to thank everyone who's in attendance this evening. It's fantastic. Mr. Christian, it's great to see you and your family, your wife Peggy, and everyone's here this evening. Thank you very much. We're grateful that you're here.
For those of you who have pamphlets, you can follow along. I'm going to read this brief introduction about Captain Christian and some of the things that he's done for our nation. Captain David Allen Christian was commissioned as an infantry officer at age 18 years of age. His first assignment was as the Intelligence Combat Operations Officer, Company A, 3rd Special Forces Group, Green Berets, at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Captain Christian was awarded the Distinguished Service Cross for extraordinary heroism in connection with military operations involving conflict with an armed hostile force in Vietnam. Captain Christian distinguished himself by exceptionally valorous actions on the 29th of October, 1968, while in charge of the lead element of a recon in-force mission 10 miles northwest of Quan Loy. During an attempt to flank enemy positions, Captain Christian's 9-man reconnaissance unit came under heavy rocket-propelled grenades, small arms, and automatic weapons fire. After firing several light anti-tank weapons, he led an assault on the hostile strongholds, causing them to flee. As he and his comrades advanced, they again received intense small arms and machine gun fire, and 3 men were wounded. Captain Christian sent the casualties and the medic to the rear, and then led his troops forward until they became pinned down within 10 meters of a bunker. Disregarding his own personal safety, he assaulted the fortification single-handedly and destroyed it with hand grenades. The communists were reinforced by more than 30 enemy men, forcing the reconnaissance team to take cover behind a berm. Despite the enemy's devastating superiority, Captain Christian attacked them with 2 anti-tank weapons. He was seriously wounded, refused medical care, and returned to the berm to direct artillery fire. When reinforcements arrived hours later, he directed them to cover his left flank while he attempted to evacuate his casualties. Although wounded again by an enemy rocket-propelled grenade, he did not permit himself to be treated until the other injured men had been evacuated. Captain Christian's extraordinary heroism and devotion to duty were in the highest traditions of the military service and reflect great credit upon him, his unit, and the United States Army. During his first tour in Vietnam, he also led LRRP Rangers on dangerous missions. Shortly after returning for a second tour, he incurred severe burns from napalm, covering 40% of his body, requiring 7 years of surgery to recover. Following medical treatment, Captain Christian continued his civil education, culminating in a Juris Doctorate at Rutgers University. He served as the national commander and the national adjunct of the Legion of Valor, as well as founding United Vietnam Veterans Organization and Victor Six Health and Fitness Organization. His military education and training consists of Infantry AIT, Infantry Officer Candidate School, Airborne School, and the United States Army Special Weapons School. Captain Christian's military awards include the Distinguished Service Cross, 2 Silver Stars, the Bronze Star, several Purple Hearts, Combat Infantry Badge, and the Parachutes Badge. Captain Christensen and his bride, Peggy, are the residents of Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and have raised 4 children and have 6 grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, will you please rise? And if you are able to, please face the flags. Military, police officers, veterans, and firefighters, please salute.
And salute. Detail! Octane hoot! Present! Order!
Please remain standing as Mr. Frank Kuda, Air Force veteran and choir director of the St. Michael and Archangel Choir, David's Childhood Parish, and his bride Judy Kuda sing our national anthem.
Oh stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much. Please remain standing. At this time, we'll have Mr. Joe Schlemmer, United States Navy and Korea War veteran and member of the Bensalem Veteran Advisory Board, lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Schlemmer.
I would like everybody to be very loud and clear as we give the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States of America. Please place the flag.
And salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
Ready? Detail. Order. Arms.
Very nicely done. Thank you very much. Please take your seats.
Detail. Parade. Rest.
At this time, we'd like to invite Richard J. Vajano, Senior United States Air Force Veteran Chaplain, VFW Post 6495, and Pennsylvania's Chaplain of the Year for the year 2022.
Greetings. I get pretty emotional, this kind of stuff. And I am Italian. I'll get that name by you later, Colonel. Okay. Almighty and ever-loving Creator, source of all wisdom and understanding, we are so very thankful for all that you teach us each and every day. We are especially thankful that you taught Captain David A. Christian. You taught him with great challenges in battle and the long journey to recovery from the wounds of war. With strength and determination to recover from those wounds, he met those challenges and stepped forward to serve our country and community again. Today is a special day. I am so happy to be proud of it. That's not in here. A time of celebration for his heroism and this joyous return to his home, so different from that of his youth. We give you thanks that you gave him the integrity and strength to make it through those difficulties. We give you thanks for the courage to fight social injustice to the Vietnam veterans, making way for improvements to all who served. We thank the Lord for giving us his friends and family. This time we say, welcome home, Dave. Captain David A. Christian, welcome home those who love and honor you.
Thank you. At this time, we'd like to invite Miss Colleen Christian, David's daughter, and Bucks County Prothonary. Okay, thank you. And she's going to tell you about her father. Ma'am.
Hi, everybody. I am Colleen Christian, and I am the Bucks County Prothonotary. You said it great. But many of you know me as David Christian's daughter, and that is a blessing that I am thankful for every day. I want to thank you for this opportunity to speak and to represent my siblings and my family. As a little girl, I was mesmerized by my dad's shiny medals. As the youngest, most decorated officer of the Vietnam War, he sure had a lot. And folks, I'm going to mention them again. The Distinguished Service Cross, 2 Silver Stars, 2 Bronze Stars with V device, 7 Purple Hearts, 2 Air Medals, the Army Commendation Medal, and 2 Republic of Vietnam Gallantry Cross with star and palm. But as this crowd knows, behind those shiny, pretty medals, there was great sacrifice. My father was shot, stabbed, burnt with napalm over most of his body, received the last rites 3 times, at age 21 was 100% medically disabled and retired from the U.S. Army. At just 17 years old, my dad left Bucks County, a strong, powerful, 170-pound warrior. He returned a 90-pound cripple carried on a stretcher, unable to walk or use his right hand. 33 major operations followed, and while my dad fought for his health, he also became an advocate, and he began fighting for veterans' rights. Veterans' rights for jobs, veterans' rights to be part of our community, and most of all, veterans' rights to dignity. My dad returned to a country that didn't want him and did not value his service or his sacrifice. But Bucks County and the people in this room knew the treasure they had in Captain David A. Christian. And today, Dad, as you have been inducted into the U.S. Military Officers Hall of Fame for valor, now the whole country knows as well. Welcome home, Dad. Congratulations, and we love you.
At this time, I'd like to introduce the Bucks County Commissioner, Mr. Gene DiGirolamo.
Thank you. Dave, congratulations. That's not a word that seems to be large enough for what we're here for today. And to your family, congratulations to all of you as well. To my favorite prothonotary, Colleen. Yeah. That was just beautiful, Colleen, that really was. And I would also like to recognize some of our county employees are here too as well. Our controller, Pam Van Blunk, is here with us today. I have a proclamation from the county commissioners that I would like to read, and a little bit of a surprise, Dave, for you, I think, at the end. Whereas Dave Christian was raised in Levittown, Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Dave entered the U.S. Army after his high school graduation and went on to be known as the youngest, most decorated officer of the Vietnam War. Dave came home to Bucks County, raised 4 children in Washington Crossing with his wonderful, lovely wife, Peggy. Dave went on to author legislation to help soldiers with post-traumatic stress disorder and Agent Orange, and he helped raise money for the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. Dave is being honored with induction into the U.S. Military Officers Hall of Fame for his superior, valorous combat leadership. Now, therefore, do we, the Board of the Bucks County Commissioners, Chair Robert Harvey, Vice Chair Diane Ellis Marseglia, and myself, hereby proclaim May 2nd, 2023 as Captain David Christian Day throughout the county of Bucks. You have a day, Dave, all to yourself. In so doing, we commend Dave on his many accomplishments and thank him for his service to the United States of America. Dave, congratulations. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, you're welcome.
I'll take that, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. At this time, I would like to introduce the Honorable Brian Fitzpatrick, our representative for the United States Congress. Representative Fitzpatrick.
Thank you, sir. Captain Christian, welcome home. And, we all know some basic premises, some basic staples of life that our Creator gives us. Obviously, our Creator gives us the gift of life. Our Creator gives us also the gift of time and the gift of free will. And we all get to choose how we are going to spend each and every hour of every day, of every week, of every month. And we don't know when that time is going to end, when that heart beating inside of us is going to stop beating. All of our heroes, including the people standing behind me, our law enforcement, our firefighters, our veterans, all do what Dave did to the nth degree, which is put your physical health on the line, your psychological and emotional health on the line, all in the name of serving a cause bigger than yourself. What a noble and honorable way to live one's life. And the thing that is very, very special to me about Dave Christian, I've shared this story with him. And I'm going to try not to get too emotional because it brings back a memory of my childhood. The first campaign I ever worked on was Dave Christian in 1986. And I was only in 6th grade, Dave. I didn't know what I was doing. But I just remember we didn't have a TV in my bedroom, so my dad allowed me to sleep in his den, which had a pull-out couch because there was a television, and I stayed up till late at night and cried myself to sleep because the best person did not win. And I called out of school the next day. I wanted to get off the next day after that. My dad came home. It was a teaching moment for him. And he told me, he gave me a lesson. He said, Dave's a tremendous hero, but sometimes the best people don't win. And it was a lesson that I never forgot. And our family thinks so much of you. The sacrifice that you've made for our community, for our country, there are no words to describe it, Dave. You are a living legend living amongst us, a hero that we ought to love and honor and respect every day. And it's just such a pleasure to know you. And I want to invite two military heroes that happen to work in my office, Peter Chung and Mac Wagner. Mac, will you come up? So, Dave, we did something very special for a very special man. We had your name and your years of service and all of your incredible accomplishments entered into the congressional record, transmitted to the National Archives, which make you permanently part of American history for all of your service. Congratulations, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to reintroduce the Mayor of Bensalem, Mr. Joseph D. Girolamo. If you come up, sir. Thank you very much.
I open and we're closing. Am I lucky or what? Huh? You're still a young man, right? Very young, much younger than I. And I haven't accomplished much in my life, and I got to tell you, just being here to honor you is really complete a lot of things for me. To know you're here in Bensalem, I know it's Bucks County and everything, but I also have a little proclamation for you. It is your whole life. I'm not going to read this whole thing. It's exactly what we've heard over and over and over again, and you'll never hear it enough. But we want you to know here in Bensalem how proud we are of you, just like all Bucks County. And as the Congressman said, the whole country. They now know who Captain Christian is. And David, I can't say enough for you, but I will read the bottom part, because we are in competition with the rest of this county. You know that, right? But no disrespect to any of you that don't live in Bensalem. But this is where it's at, okay? This is where it happens, in Bensalem, all the time. And this is the culmination of what we could do in Bensalem, to have you and honor you here today. And I told you before, I'm so humbled. I don't cry too easy, but you made me, tears come to me today when you walked through that door, and the reception that you got. And I know the people, and I'd be remiss, Diane, the great job that you've done working with us here in Bensalem to get this completed. She has done an incredible job. So, yes, give her a great round of applause. So I want to just, I'm not going to read it all, not out of disrespect, but just out of time, right? Because they do have something to eat for everybody, so I don't want to be between that and them eating. Anyway, be it resolved that Bensalem marks May 2nd. By the way, today is my mom's birthday. So she would be 123 years old today. Yep, honest. Yep, May 2nd, today's her birthday. That brings tears to me, by the way. Be it resolved that Bensalem marks May 2nd, 2023 as Dave Christian Day, displaying a military tribute banner for this community to observe. And I believe the banner is hanging right in front of us. Do you see the banner that's right there? Be it finally resolved that a copy of this resolution be handed, delivered to Mr. Christian. To be further, a copy shall be on display at the municipal building for all residents to enjoy. Today is your day here in Bensalem. We proclaim Bensalem Day as Bucks County Day, as All-American Day. God bless you. God bless America that you represented so well, my friend. God bless you and your family. May I have the honor of having you come up, Peg, and get a picture with you? He's not off the hook. We now introduce to you Captain David Christian. Come up and speak to us.
Guys and gals, please sit down for 1 second. I'll be very brief. I was thinking as I came back here, and I was thinking of the law enforcement officers leading back, and I reflected for a second on George Washington. And George Washington had a statement, and he talked to the Congress of the United States, and he said that if you want to raise another army ever, after the Revolutionary War, look and see. Let the people see. Let the children see how you treated the last army, how you treated the last veterans. And today is a tribute. And Congressman Fitzpatrick, I know his brother. I know his mother and father. When his older brother died, he brought me, and there's a line that was outside for like a quarter-mile long. He said, Dave, you can't stand in line. You're somebody. And he brought me to the front of the line, and I sat down on the sofa with his mother and father. We cried together. He was a good congressman, a great congressman. I see people in this room that are great people that paid a lot of dues in the society, paid a lot of dues in the military. And I think as General George Washington looks over the clouds, and he looks over and he looks down here to Bensalem, the gateway to Bucks County. 95 goes through Bensalem, the turnpike goes through Bensalem. You can't go anywhere unless you go through Bensalem. We don't want the crooks to come to Bensalem. But I share with you, George Washington is looking down. He's looking at these honorable policemen back here. He's looking to Colonel Church. He's looking to Peter Chung. He's looking to the people that serve their country still in uniform, both you and your colleague. Damn, I forget his name. But he's looking to everybody. The Boy Scouts up against the wall. The men wearing the different hats. As a little boy, I was sitting on a curb in New Falls Road, right side of a little village called Apple Tree, but it was Levittown, Pennsylvania. And as I sat on that curb, my older brother, who buried at the National Cemetery, we saw these people coming along, and they were in funny uniforms. And I said to him, "What are these guys? What kind of Boy Scouts are they?" And he said, they're veterans. I said, "Veterans? What's a veteran?" He said, they served their country, and there were some World War I veterans leading them, and then the World War II veterans were really a large group, and the Korean War veterans, and there was no Vietnam veterans. And I was just a little boy, and I thought, gee, someday I hope I can be proud like those men marching in front of me in Apple Tree on New Falls Road. And today I come here, and I know George Washington is looking down. He's looking at all these people. He's looking at our distinguished congressman. He's looking at our distinguished mayor. I've known this mayor for, geez, I don't want to tell you how long. 50 years. I used to throw snowballs on Uneville Road. And we used to call it, the police, was it Sheriff Larry Michaels, because we wanted to throw snowballs at the sheriff. And we could escape through the cemetery down there. So he could not believe that I was hanging around with Ballestieri. And he kept telling me he's going to get us one of these days. He did get Jimmy, but I'm still on the run. Got me good today. It's a wonderful day to see what our country has done. You know, yes, I came home on a stretcher a half a century ago, and there were no parades. Nobody spit on me, I guarantee you that. If someone tried to spit on me, I would have came off the stretcher and ripped their heart out. Even with one arm that worked. But I believe that I can make a difference. And I wanted to make a difference for my children, my grandchildren, for the people in this room. And we started with legislation. We realized that was the meat of everything. We started with jobs. Without jobs, people turn to substance. They have a substance abuse, domestic violence, whatever it may be. So we tried to get legislation passed. We started the first outreach centers in the state of Pennsylvania. We had millions and millions of dollars come into the governor and the Secretary of Labor. I started Governor Dick Thornburgh. We had an outreach center here in Bucks County, one in Philadelphia, one in Allentown, one in Dauphin County, one in Erie, and one in Westmoreland County, south of Pittsburgh. It was a hard fight. The legislature respected us because they didn't know veterans. But we, as veterans, showed them that we are not street people just by itself. We have walked the streets, but we don't want to be street people. And so my whole life I dedicated to helping veterans. I think God gave me a gift. He put my body back together. I ran a marathon with colleagues. There was 5 Special Forces guys, and I'm thinking, are you kidding me or what? And I got to the 20th mile, and I said, God, please, if you let me finish this marathon, I'll never hurt myself again. And he did let me finish the marathon. And what I'm sharing with you is that we're taking care of each other. I didn't do any of this myself. The Fitzpatricks, the DiGirolimos, my wife Peggy, without my wife, my daughters, 3 daughters, wonderful son, went through jump school, same as his father, 2 generations of paratroopers. And we're hoping for the next generation, my one grandson who's in West Point, to be the third generation. I'm going to try to sneak 2 other grandsons into jump school too. Their parents are a little hesitant there, but we do take care of our veterans today. And when I say we, it's everybody here in uniform. The people that have sacrificed, you see the people in the red shirts, they work out with me because we believe that a strong body fuels a strong mind. The lady and gentleman that sang the national anthem, they happen to be a graduate of one of my health programs. And we do it together as a team. I look around the room, I can see John from Southampton, I can see people, I can see my friends here. I give hugs to you. It's politically incorrect to hug a woman, but I'm not shaking her damn hand. So I give hugs out to people. I think it's important to thank you for thanking me. And I don't know if I said everybody. I see Richie Beitler, I see Skippy Beitler. Skippy, he used to encourage me to steal hubcaps. So he was my neighbor. He was older. I see Billy Hughes. Billy Hughes and I shared an apartment together in Utah Shopping Center, Utah Apartments, down in Fayetteville, North Carolina. He was a jump master for the 82nd Airborne. He jumped so many times he got shorter. And he was a great jumper. But Billy is a great friend. He told me, don't ride in the back of a motorcycle today, it's too slippery, and he knows about motorcycles. I was there with Special Forces. I see Pete O'Donnell. Pete O'Donnell was a friend. He was a partner in the FBI. As I was running around Russia and Chechnya and other countries, he thought I was risking my life. I thought I was getting a paycheck. So it's different ways people look at things. But the thing that's so very important, I see Pam back there, pretty face. You know, we have such wonderful people. My hoagie man, finest hoagies in the world, Fink's Hoagies. You know, he's a great guy. I see so many people here. I'm not going to be able to mention everybody's names. I see the judge over here, Mary Smithson. She was.
I was going to try to mention everybody's name, but there's one name you have to mention.
All right. Well.
You asked me to get this for you.
Oh yeah. Well, I mentioned the sweet girl. So I would just like to close saying that all the things that I was able to do for brother veterans and my own family veterans, and for everybody in this room and people across the United States of America with legislation, I was only able to do because of one young lady who believed in me as a man, as a father, as a husband. She believed in me, and as a result, I can give her a small token of love and appreciation with these flowers. Thank you for having me here today, and thank my dear wife for supporting me.
What a speech. Great job. So before we continue, I just wanted to take a minute to my right and acknowledge our council who are here, Ed Kisselbeck, Joe Knowles, and Stacy Champion. Thank you for being here today. And over the last month, with no exaggeration, I answered to the mayor, but I also answered to Diane, Lieutenant Bush. She was very much on this. It was a wonderful job, great job putting this together. And I'd specifically like to thank our honor guard, who is behind me. 5 of 6 of them are veterans. And I think something I want to point out that I think Mr. Christian would love is over 20% of our police officers here are veterans. Some still serve in this country, so we value that, and we look for that in our police officers. And then the last thing is, when the service is done and Colonel Church releases everyone, food is provided by Mission Barbecue. Once you exit, make a right. It'll be down near the police wing. All are welcome to stay for some fellowship and for some delicious food. So thank you for being here today, and congratulations.
So there's just a few people that we want to acknowledge. We'd like to acknowledge the event committee and Mayor DiGirolamo. Thank you very much. The Bensalem Director of Public Safety and Police, Lieutenant Robert Bush. Diane Wrights, thank you very much. James Bin, the banner donated by Mr. Dennis Fink, United States Marine Corps Vietnam Veterans. The Bensalem Veteran Advisory Board. The Victor 6 Health and Fitness Organization. The Bensalem High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC cadets who are present. The Philadelphia, thank you. The Philadelphia and Oxford Valley Mission Barbecue. Boy Scout Troop 316, thank you very much. Philadelphia, Bensalem, Montgomery Motorcycle Brigade, and our Bensalem Fire Department. We'd also like to recognize our candidates for Commissioner Pam Van Blunk, for Register of Wills Robin Goodnow, for Treasurer Sherry Labs, for Clerk of Courts Jeff Hall Gale, for Coroner Chuck Stockert, and also with us is former Clerk of Courts Mary Smithson. Last but not least, we would like to ask our chaplain to come up here, please, if he could provide a benediction, and everybody please remain seated. Chaplain.
Our Lord, we honor the courage, sacrifice, and patriotism of our Captain David A. Christian, to all who have worn or wear the uniform of the armed forces, the police, firefighters, and all emergency responders, their families, and to Mayor DiGirolamo and all those who have served our country in public office. We thank you for your service. God bless you.
At this time, I'm going to call on Lieutenant McGinty to retire the colors, but before I do that, what's going to happen is, after we retire the colors, the family's going to come up here for a photograph, family members only, and then we will have the family, if they wish to, they'll be having the dinner, the Mission Barbecue. So at this time, if I could get Lieutenant McGinty to please retire the colors.
Detail, lock, head, hoop! Detail, dismissed!
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes our evening. What's going to happen now is we're going to have the family, thank you, we're going to have the family come up for photographs. If we can do that, that'd be fantastic. And if everyone else would just kind of wait right here, we get these family photographs done, that'd be great. Thank you. Have a great evening.